Why invest in plugins for your websites? A plugin is a software component that adds a specific feature to an existing computer program in computing. Plugins are visually explained as little applications that fit into your website and help you customize. An application will support a plugin to enable third-party developers to create abilities that extends an application. The plugins support the addition of new features and sometimes reduce the size of the application. Plugins work by a host application providing a service for the plugins to register themselves with the host application and exchange data. The plugins do not work by themselves. A plugin does not change the host application, so it does not affect the primary website builder if the plugin gets deleted or edited. So if you have a website and you now decide that you want to accept funds, a plugin like WooCommerce is what will be used to. Before we go more deeper, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification so you would never miss any of our powerful videos. Several applications allow customization and alteration by plugins. Audio editing software use plugins to generate, process, and analyze sound. It is essential to give programmers the chance to improve and customize sound recording templates to suit their creativity. The email clients use plugins to decrypt and encrypt emails for privacy. Web browsers have also used plugins in the past. Video game console developers have used plugins to create subsystems of devices they seek to emulate. There is graphics software that use plugins to support file format and process images. Media players also use plugins to help file form and apply filter. Much more application software supports plugins to file modification and produce better software for the user. Plugins bring essential functions to your website from e-commerce to SEO to design features and security. Plugins offer unlimited support. If you are increasing site speed, creating an online store, contacting forms, improving SEO, and generating membership areas, you need a plugin to help you with it. Some plugins also help analyze your metrics, increase signings to your newsletter. It is essential to remember that plugins help attach social media to your website quickly and even cleans up your URL. It is necessary to invest in a plugin to make your website creation and management easy. One of the reasons that make plugins a viable choice is the fact that it saves time. The programming and creation of a website are complex and time-consuming. This reason is why it is realistic to have a plugin attached to your existing website builder than to let a creator build the feature from scratch. The effort and time that may go into this new addition to your website could be easily solved with a plugin. So, for instance, your website has been writing text stories for a long time, and you did not need anything new. However, now the local high school that you tutor on the weekends on web design for free is holding a fundraiser, and the kids need your help setting up a donation on your website since you have a lot of traffic. This sounds like a good idea, and you are up for it, but the question is, are you able to develop a new program feature and start accepting donations soon, or will it be ready when the fundraiser deadline is passed? This is the way that I see it. This new feature could be up and running with a plugin as soon as you download it and install it to your original website builder. The other reason plugins are valuable is how affordable they are. There is a free version of everything you need. The free plugins are great, but they may make your website prone to attack sometimes. This happens in rare situations, I must add. We are not cybersecurity experts, so we cannot give you accurate details of how this works, but we know they are affordable. The paid plugins proved much more comprehensive security and a channel to have creators solve your problems. These paid plugins may be expensive for a freelancer or someone learning, but it is worth it. The premium features that are unlocked in paid versions are unmatched. The average paid plugin will not cost higher than $100. This amount is partly high, but it will cost a programmer higher to build the same said feature from scratch. If you're a startup web designer, plugins are what will carry you through your broken periods. There is no feature one can think of on a website that doesn't have its plugin version in both paid and free limited applications ready to be downloaded. Suppose you are creating a website for a nonprofit which is not in the position to pay you much or insist on their themes. You will rely on customizing themes already available, and they will appreciate it. A plugin that works as a guest to your host website builder makes it a great choice. If you have a plugin for a while and don't think it's practical anymore, you can take it down with no single difficulty. The term to best describe this aspect of it is flexibility. The ability of a plugin to do its work and leave when it is no longer needed is brilliant. This is to say, it allows you to constantly change your work and improve on it without worrying about buying licenses for your trademarked new plugins. It does not hold your page hostage, and once something is done, the user can remove the plugin. For example, if you need a banner pop-up saying you had discounts on all sales, it will not be there forever. The user can delete the banner once you are done with your sales, reflecting your new prices. As a programmer, you must be looking for something more reliable. This is where plugins come in. No matter what you create, music or websites, it is a constant factor that plugins will be available for your use. This understanding is built on the fact that there are over 58,000 plugins available for WordPress. This number guarantees that whatever you need can be found among plugins, and you can have a whole website with many features and even constantly change them for free. A plugin that exists for every single need on a website is the most reliable thing ever. There are a few words of advice for those who are interested in plugins. It is excellent that you can have all plugins to yourself and use them as you please. It is, however, crucial to understand that you should only install the plugins that you need. Too many plugins can invite more harm to your site than good. The smaller the number, the practical and faster your website. One must delete any plugin they no longer need. As was earlier discussed, it is necessary that the smaller, the more effective, so don't hoard the plugins even when you have no use for them. The last point will be to test the plugin first on a free version before you buy it. Making purchases that do not eventually serve you in the best way that you want is the worst investment you can ever make. This is why it is necessary always to test the plugin before you buy it. Other pieces of advice, like investing in plugins with the most features at once, but that goes without saying. The reasons for using a plugin are all around us. They will make your work easier, faster, more flexible, and affordable. We would like for you to tell us in the comments section many more reasons. If you do not share all our sentiments, we will still want to hear from you. What plugins do you find affordable, fast, and reliable? You can talk about them in the comments too. We hope you liked this video. We will be back with more.